Hello, everyone. Welcome this afternoon. Sorry for my technical difficulties. I still didn't figure out what it was, but we are just making it happen because that's how tech goes sometimes, right? So not going to stress on it. Appreciate you being here. So let's get started. So my name is Anitra Cass, and tonight we're going to talk, or this afternoon, morning, whenever you're seeing it, we're going to talk about routines for success in fitness, in nutrition, and in life. And of course, now I have a phone ringing. Hold on. And I don't know how to turn it on mute, of course, that phone in my office. I need to update the phone, but I hardly ever use it, so I don't. Okay. So I am going to get us started. I am going to share the screen if I can here. And yeah, please know that comments on this don't always work. So I am going to apologize ahead of time if I don't see your comments. I'm not sure why that happens sometimes. Okay, so let's see if screen sharing will work. Okay, here we go. So, like I said, we're going to talk about routines for success in fitness, nutrition, and life. Again, I am Anitra. Sorry, a little box came up that I've never seen before. So that's okay. We'll go with it. Hold on. Turn camera on. Turn camera on. Okay. Okay, I think we've got it now. Maybe, possibly. Okay. Seriously, my phone is absolutely going crazy as soon as I start doing this. It's funny how that works. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Appreciate your patience as my phone and technology goes absolutely crazy right now. Okay, so on tonight's docket, I'm going to talk a little bit about my story, the importance and the impact of routines, 6 key points for developing successful routines, and of course, next steps. So a little bit about me. I am a dog mom, as you can see there. I work full-time for a nonprofit called the Pacific Crest Trail Association. So you can see that I'm a backpacker, and being in the outdoors plays a big part in my life, and I'm happy to be able to pay that forward to others. And then I'm an aunt, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter. You can see my sister and my nephew are in that picture there. Absolutely love them. And kind of my fitness story. So I was a collegiate athlete. I was an athlete in high school. I was a diver, springboard, not scuba. So that bouncy board that you see in the Olympics, that kind of goes up and down, that you see, you know, people doing flips and twists off, going in the water with a little bit of splash. That was me. Less flips, less twist, more splash. And then after that, I did some really long distance backpacks. And after that, I kind of got settled into life, we'll call it, my job, and got into a little bit of a rut. Physically, I mean, fitness-wise, health-wise, you know, socially, I didn't really want to do much. I mean, you know how everything's kind of interconnected. So if you start having issues in one area, it starts to take a toll in other areas, and then all of a sudden, everything kind of comes down. But in November 2012, something changed. I got a phone call from a friend of mine who had invited me to join him in his kind of to be accountable to him and him be accountable to me in this group. We're all going to exercise doing this one program. You may have heard of it. It's called P90X. And so I was like, yeah, okay, we'll do it. Now, he had invited me like 6 times to do this, and I had always been like, no, 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 no. But in November 2012, I was like, I need to get back in shape. And then like the next day, he called after I made that decision. So thank you, thank you, thank you to John, my coach. I really wouldn't be where I am now without you. And you can see the difference. I didn't even have pictures from when I first started. The earliest picture I could find of me was in mid-2013. And then the picture on the right-hand side was me at the beginning of this year. So I would say that there's a bit of a difference. And like, I'm not even just talking about like abs or thinner. I'm talking like my face looks so much happier. And so it hasn't really been a change in just one area. It's been in a lot of areas. So after I got back in shape, I decided I want to pay it forward and help others kind of get their lives back together. And so a lot of that is through fitness, but really I use fitness as a building block for routines for success, success in any area of life. In fact, I received the Financial Independence Award for getting rid of all of my credit card debt, which was amazing. It's a fantastic feeling, and it's the same routines and discipline that got me back in shape that helped me earn this award and to get rid of just shy of 5 figures of debt. Okay, my mouse is very soft to the touch today. So we are what we repeatedly do. Aristotle said that. So what we do time and time again is what we are and who we are. So a routine is described as a noun as a sequence of actions regularly followed or a fixed program. And the adjective definition is performed as part of a regular procedure rather than for a special occasion or special reason. So really think about that. Regularly followed, a procedure, you know. So think about that as a routine. What is the importance and the impact of routines? So really they're a reliable way to start and end your day. They're the best way to implement positive habits and behaviors. They're going to reduce decision fatigue, and they kind of help you run on autopilot. So one of the best success coaches in the world, a guy by the name of Darren Hardy, wrote a book called The Compound Effect. And so one of the things he really advocates is starting and ending your day with a routine, right? He calls it bookending your day. And so why that's so powerful is that you do those really important things in the beginning. You devote time to them before things start to get really hectic. But also, as things don't go quite as you plan throughout the day, having that beginning routine and that end routine, that bookending of your day, really helps give your day some structure, gives you some reliability, can make you have this kind of sense of calm and a relaxed way to start and end your day, because you know it's going to be the same. You know what to expect. And so that can really do not just a lot for your productivity and getting important priority work done, but also a lot for how you approach the day and kind of your mental psyche. Of course, when you have a routine, right, like brushing your teeth, that is a positive habit or behavior, right? So it's a great way to implement that, you know, whether it's as you get out of bed, you immediately make your bed, right? That for a lot of people is a positive thing to do every day. And so by incorporating that, doing it the same way every single day, it helps you run on autopilot. And that running on autopilot is what really helps you reduce decision fatigue. So let's just say, and there's been studies about this, quantify it. They don't always quantify how many decisions you can make in a day. So let's just say, for easy, you can make 100 decisions, no problem in a day. So you got 100 in the bank. If you don't have a routine, then you're like, Do I need to get up? What do I need to get done today? Can I hit snooze for a little longer? So you're already starting to make decisions, right? You've had to use up. So can I hit snooze? No. That's a decision gone, right? Okay, I guess I need to get out of bed. What do I need to do first? Another decision gone. And then it's like, what do I want to have for breakfast? Decision gone. What do I want to wear? Decision gone. So we're just blowing through decisions, and we've only been out of bed for like 15 minutes already. Which toothpaste am I going to use? Decision, right? Because we all have like a couple toothpastes, right? Sometimes they're even like almost gone, so you went and gotten another one because you like didn't have enough effort to like squeeze out the last of the tube, but you don't want to waste it. You know you're going to. Maybe that was just me. Okay, so decision fatigue. So if you can run on autopilot, if you can have these habits, then you're not making decisions. You know, I get up at this time. I set my alarm at this time. I get up at this time. I walk over to where I have laid my workout clothes in the morning. I put my workout clothes on. Then I walk into the main room and I grab my pre-workout drink while I grab a dog biscuit for Jet. I give it to him. I open the back door so that he can go out when he wants to after he finishes his biscuit. I walk over. I give him, he also gets a cup of food in the morning. I put that in his bowl, all while I'm drinking my pre-energy drink or pre-workout drink, and I'm putting the DVD in the player. It's getting queued up. I put it on mute. I take my drink into the office, and I write out my goals for the day. By the time all of that is done, and I have not made a decision yet, it's all just what I do, I'm working out. And for a lot of people, it's a hard decision to decide to do, but I don't, because it's just part of the routine. It's what happens as I go. And so I've used no decisions. And, you know, I've already written goals out for the day. I've done a workout. I've fed my dog. I've let him out in the backyard. And my routine goes on and on from there. So you can kind of see how my morning might be different from other folks' morning and why I might be set up to make better decisions throughout the day. So there are 6 key steps that we're going to talk about today. So the first is identifying your routines. Somewhere between 90 and 95% of our behavior is habitual. Seriously, 90 to 95% of our behavior is habitual. So let's make them good habits. Habits that help you get to where you want to go. So take a moment and write down what you do each morning. Right? I mean, you get out of bed, do you hit snooze, do you go to the bathroom, do you rummage around for workout clothes? Is the dog or the cat scratching at the door, so you have to take care of them? I mean, what does your morning look like? Is there a routine to it? Is there not? Sometimes, like, the dog might have a routine and you're just going along with it, right? What other routines might you have? Something not in the morning. I mean, maybe you have a lunch routine, right? Do you meet the same person every day for lunch? Do you go to the same place? Maybe you go to the same place. Maybe you bring your lunch. Maybe you buy your lunch somewhere. Do you eat the same thing for lunch? Do you sit at the same table or on the same bench or under the same tree? What other routines do you have? We talked about brushing your teeth as a habit, right? So is that somewhere in your routine? Do you have a bedtime routine? A lot of families have a general bedtime routine. I know sometimes a kid isn't always hip to follow the routine that night, but in general, right, one of the reasons we have those routines is because kids thrive with routine and structure, and we do too. So then we're going to evaluate those routines, right? So are those routines that you just identified, are they automating good habits or bad habits? Do they move you slightly or massively toward your goals? Why or why not? Right? So if your goal is to work out every morning, what routine have we put in place to automate that good habit? Or have we automated some things that are going to make it really hard for you to work out in the morning? One of the things I told you that I do, that was a hint, I lay my workout clothes before I go to bed, right? I lay them out. So it's like I get out of bed and it's just like I know what I'm putting on. I don't have to search for them. I don't have to figure out what's clean. I don't have none of that. It is like boom, out there. I don't have to like figure out if I'm matching or not. I'm working on my home, so it doesn't really matter if I match or not. But it is nice because I do typically try to post a selfie so that people know that I'm being accountable and that I'm actually walking the talk and not just talking the talk. So do your routines move you toward your goals? Why or why not? Okay, so let's talk about creating routines for success. So revisit your goals, right? So we talked, do the routines get you to those goals? So make sure those goals are still the goals that you are trying to achieve. Then decide on actions that you need to take to reach those goals and integrate those actions into a new routine or into an existing routine and creating a new routine. If you don't have a routine at all, then we get to create from scratch. Both work, the pros and cons to both, so don't stress on that. Then, of course, we need to implement. So this is the hardest, but most rewarding step, right? Actually taking action and getting it done. So what tools and triggers will help you stick to your new routine until it becomes automatic, right? So one of the things I talked about, right, setting myself up for success is laying those clothes out the night before, right? That's one of the things that helps. It gets me headed in the right direction. You know, one of the other things that I've done, that I do to kind of save time and make it easy in the morning is my pre-workout energy drink is like a powder that you put in water. I will mix that up the night before and put it in the fridge, and that way it's like one less step in the morning, right? And it's like I just walk by when I'm going to get the dog biscuit. It's like open fridge, grab drink, go on. Where I place the dog biscuits is helpful in the routine because I have to pass the refrigerator, right? So it makes sense. So what tools and triggers will help me to stick to this new routine until it becomes automatic? I also use a timer. I have a timer. It's an app called 30/30. It's like 30/30, and it's fantastic. I have a master morning routine. I copy it. I change the date on it, and then if like my dad sometimes will want to take my dog to the park, so maybe I don't have to walk my dog that morning. So that comes out of that morning routine because if there's no dog, I obviously don't need to walk him. Or if I'm away on business, then I don't need to walk the dog. So the routine changes a little bit, but the routine's still the same, right? Like if I'm in a hotel and I bring my workout with me, I'm still going to lay my clothes out the night before, right? I'm going to set the alarm. I'm going to get up. I'm going to put those workout clothes on. If there's an in-room fridge, I will already have my pre-exercise workout drink in there. I will grab that. I will flare up the computer or start up the computer, and same way I would a DVD player. As I'm drinking my drink, I will write out my goals in the morning. I mean, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as I guess I have electricity or a headlamp at least, so I can write the goals. I can do the same thing. So, and I think what's really important is hearkening back to your why. Why did you set these goals? Why did you create this routine, right? Because it gets hard. There are mornings when I do not want to get out of that bed and go work out, or I do not want to get out of that bed and walk the dog. But why do I have those things in my life, right? I want to be a good dog mom. It's not all about me. I need to get him exercise. I want to make sure my dog is healthy. I don't have kids, I have a dog. So he's the one I get to take care of. He's my responsibility. That is part of the why, and why I do my routine in the morning. So then we need to assess, right? So after a week of doing this new routine, look back, see how you did, right? Here's my pro tip: track what you want to be successful at, right? So if you have a routine, you know, if you did it successfully, maybe put a little, you know, check mark with a pretty colored Sharpie in your planner, or maybe you made a chart and you're giving yourself gold star, whatever, however you want to track this. If you're successful, if you want to be successful, track it, right? So track for a week, assess. How'd you do after 2 weeks? Most experts say it takes between 21 and 30 days to develop a habit. So how did you do with this after 3 or 4 weeks? Then you want to go tweak things. What worked, what didn't, right? What did you notice should be moved around to make you more successful or more efficient or happier, right? So one of the things is I live where it's beautiful in the winter, spring, winter, and fall, but super hot in the summer. So I typically in summer have to tweak my routine and get out walking my dog at first light, because otherwise it's too hot and I'm concerned for his health. You know, the pavement gets hot or the asphalt gets hot. He doesn't get as much exercise because it's hot out and he's, you know, thirsty and tired and getting warm. And so in order for him to get an adequate amount of exercise and for him to live a happy, healthy life, I need to flip my routine around so that we can both have success. And so, you know, we're up at first light. I still put my workout clothes on. Still do that because I'm going to walk the dog in the workout clothes. That makes sense. And then we will go out, do our walk, come back, and then I start back over again, right? Because I don't feed him before we go for a walk. That's back. We'll come back in. I open the back door. I grab my pre-workout, right? I'll get the dog a bone. I'll let him have the bone. I don't fill his food dish because I want him to wait longer before he starts eating his breakfast. Then I go and I do my goals. Then I come out and I work out. And so you can see that the routine is really similar, but it does get tweaked seasonally. And you should re-implement, assess again, tweak as needed, reevaluate as your goals change. You know, maybe you need more time to work out because your goals changed, or maybe you need more time to read in the morning or to get ready in the morning. Whatever it is, as your goals change, you need to tweak your system. So if you felt like this was helpful, I'd love to invite you to join the Routines for Success program. So the first thing you're going to do is learn more and explore how to develop your successful routine for fitness, nutrition, and other areas in life. You get a workbook with weekly activities and accountability in an exclusive Facebook community. You're going to receive a 60-minute one-on-one coaching session with me to help you where you need it. It could be in setting your goals or developing your routines, finding your why, whatever area where you need help. And sometimes we don't know that until we start the session. That's where we're going to work, and we'll see where it takes us. You'll also get ongoing support via our Facebook community. So the first routine, the basis for all routines, starts with your fitness and nutrition. So you'll receive this 1-year access to our streaming fitness program library, and I will help you pick the perfect program for you that's going to help you meet your needs and help you reach your goals. You'll also receive either a 24 or 30-day supply of the best superfood nutrition on the market, and it's a meal also, right? And so 24 or 30 days, it's 30 servings if you get the bulk bag, so 30 days. If you like individual packets because you travel more, it's 24 packets. So the value of this individually, the workbook with the 4 weeks of activity for this group, and the accountability in our exclusive Facebook community is valued at $197. A 60-minute coaching session with me one-on-one is valued at $100. The 1-year access to our streaming fitness program library, I mean, it's thick, $6,000 worth of fitness programs in there. Typically, that's going to retail for $100 to $200, but it's $6,000 worth of fitness programs. And then, of course, you're going to get your 24 to 30 day supply of the best superfood nutrition on the market, valued at $130. So the total value for this is going to be $6,427. But there is absolutely no way that I would expect you to pay that much for 4 weeks. I mean, you could, but okay. So I'm going to add in some time-sensitive bonuses for you. You're going to get Anitra's daily plan. This is the worksheet that I was telling you that I fill out my goals every single morning. This is the exact form I use to keep my day on track and to make progress toward my goals. It's a $49 value. You're also going to get my menu planner. Again, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So this is how I keep my nutrition on point, and I save money too. Oh, and by the way, reduce decision fatigue. I know exactly what I'm getting for each meal and what I have planned. This is a $29 value. And of course, you're going to get my resource list. This is a list of tips and tricks and resources that I use both to develop my routines and to reach success in all areas of life. A $19 value. So you're going to get, again, that total value, that workbook with 4 weeks of activities, our accountability and our exclusive Facebook community, the 60-minute one-on-one coaching session, 1-year access to our streaming fitness program library. You're going to get a 24 or 30-day supply of the best superfood nutrition on the market, and you're going to get my daily game plan, my menu planner, and my resource list. You're going to get all of that, a $6,524 value, for $199 plus tax and shipping. $199. Yep, that's right. The workbook alone is worth that amount. It is a fantastic deal, and probably should be selling it for more. But I want everyone to have the opportunity to be successful. I want everyone to build routines for success. And so I want everybody to be able to take advantage of this opportunity. So let's get started. The program starts on Monday, on the first Monday of every month. But you need your superfoods to arrive soon. So here is the link that you can use. And this link will be sent out via email. It'll also be in the comments below here. So you will want to check that out and sign up soon. You can also email me, anitra@anitracast.com. Do you have any questions? And of course, the chat is being kind of crazy. No, it's not letting me do this. All right, well, the chat's not working, I'm sorry to say. So if there are questions, you can enter them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them for you. But I hope that we will get to see you soon and that you will join me the first Monday in April as we launch into our program on building routines for success. So let me stop screen sharing. I am back. And I just want to say thanks for spending time with me today. I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful evening and many blessings to you. Bye, guys.